In this video, I'll be going over the Chapter 8 SPSS exercises. The first thing we need to do is learn how to produce confidence intervals around a mean. So in order to do that in SPSS, we need to go to the Analyze menu, go down to Descriptive Statistics, and then click on Explore. The two variables we'll be using here are child ideal, and that'll be put in the dependent list, and sex, which will be put in the factor list. Then we're going to click on the Statistics button and change the confidence level from 95%, which is the default that SPSS has. We're going to change that to 99. So we go here to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Explore. We'll find our variables. Child ideal will go in dependent list. And sex will go into our factor list. Go to Statistics. We change this to 99. And click Continue. Since we don't want the stem and leaf plot or the box plot that SPSS will produce, by default we just click this little button here for Statistics and we click OK. Now what this chart shows us here is this is our respondent sex. Here's our sample size. And then here we can see the ideal number of children broken down by the factor variable, which is sex, male and female. And to find our confidence interval, it's this second line here right underneath the mean, 99% confidence interval for the mean. So we can see that for males, the interval runs from 2.98 to 3.48. For females, it's 2.94 to 3.37. So for question 1, the GSS sample includes men and women from 18 to 89 years of age. Does it matter that we may have responses from men and women of diverse ages? Would our results change if we selected a younger sample of men and women? So we're going to take this demonstration I just did, we're going to take it one step further. We're going to use the Select Cases procedure to select respondents based on the variable age who are less than or equal to 35 years old. So we can do this by selecting Data and then Select Cases like we've done before. Next, we're going to select the If Condition is Satisfied box and then click on If. We find and highlight the variable age in the scroll down box on the left of your screen. Click on the arrow next to the scroll down box. Age will now appear in the box on the right. Now tell SPSS that you want to select the respondents who are 35 years of age or less. So the box on the right should now read age less than or equal to 35, and then we click OK. So I'll show you how to do that here in SPSS. So we go to Data, Select Cases. We'll find our variable, which is age. So we want to click this button here that says If Condition is Satisfied. If. Find age, click this button here, which will throw it in this box. And what we're doing here is we're making a Boolean statement. We're saying if age is less than or equal to, then we type in 35, and then we hit Continue. Now, what SPSS will do is take all the cases of people who are less than or 35 years of age, and it'll filter so that we're just looking at those cases. So we can see here in this box that SPSS has done that. So now we need to go back up to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Explore, and since we've already set this up in the example, we can just hit OK because all the work has already been done. So now we've run it. If you'll notice, our sample size has changed here. It's dropped by quite a bit. And then here's our 99% confidence interval for males and females. And as you can see, it's dropped a little bit. So at this point, we go on to question 1, or the second part of question 1. Using this younger sample, repeat the Explore procedure. Okay, so we just did that. What differences exist between men and women in this younger sample on the ideal number of children? And how do these results compare with those based on the entire sample? So using what you've learned in class, you need to analyze the data that SPSS has just produced for you. Question 2, I want you to calculate the 90% confidence interval for the following variables comparing lower, working, middle, and upper classes, or the variable class, in the GSS sample. So the first thing we need to do is to tell SPSS that we want to select all cases in the sample by selecting Data and Select Cases, and then All Cases, and then OK. So this will get rid of the splitting that we just did, where we were just looking at people that were aged 35 years or less. This is just telling you how to get rid of that. So we go to Data, Select Cases, select all cases and OK. So that turns that 35 years old or less filter off. So we're back to our entire data set at this point. Now what we want to do is use that explore procedure using class as your factor variable, analyze descriptive statistics explore as the pathway, and then we'll make a summary of our findings, and these are all the variables we're going to use. We're going to use child's, education, PA educt, pressed G80, and MA educt. So we got to analyze, descriptive statistics, explore. We find our variable names. We're looking for child's, that's the first one we're using. We put that into the dependent list. Then we look for class, we throw that into the factor list. Choose statistics. Again, SPSS always defaults it to 95%. We're going to change that to 90. Click continue. And then be sure to click this box so that we don't get the stem and leaf and box plot. Then we click OK. So as we can see here, we've got our sample size. We've got lower, working, middle, and upper class, and our N is our sample size. And as we can see, SPSS has created confidence intervals for lower class, working class, middle class, and upper class. After you've looked at the data that SPSS has spit out for you, you need to make a summary statement of your findings. So look at the data for child's, make a statement about your findings. We're going to do educt next. So we just go up here to analyze descriptive statistics, explore, remove child's from the dependent list, and we're going to look for educt. And then since we've already put that to 90, we're good there. We just hit OK. So again, we've got our sample size up here, and SPSS has produced all the confidence intervals we need to look for. So now your job is to make a summary statement about this information. We're going to do PA educt. Remove this variable from the dependent list and find the new variable. Click OK. And there we go again. If you double click on it, it'll bring up that window and it'll let you edit it, but we're not going to be editing anything here. So we've got our 4 confidence intervals here. We're going to do press G80, same procedure. Remove this from the dependent list. Find the new variable, click OK. And there's our 4 confidence intervals. And our last variable is MA educt. And there we go. So as you can see, once you've got SPSS set up to spit out the information you want, it's just a matter of changing the variable in the dependent list. The real work of this assignment is to understand and make the statements that describe what the confidence intervals that SPSS is producing for you. So that's the real assignment. Basically what I'm just showing you is the steps in order to arrive at the information that SPSS can produce for you. So that's the end of the video. It was a pretty quick one this week. Like I've said in every other video, my office hours are Monday, Wednesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. down in Macomsey 119. And if you have any questions, you can email me or text me. If you want to set up an appointment on Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday afternoon, just let me know. I can do that by appointment. Thank you.